Hi guys, welcome back. It is Sassy Sky. In today's video we're going to be doing the 21 questions makeup edition tag created by Allie Glines here on YouTube. I have my questions screenshotted and my answers all written out. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? This is the oldest makeup product in my collection. It's the Urban Decay Naked 3. This was like the first eyeshadow palette I ever bought. I helped my mom write an essay and she bought me makeup in exchange. This is like definitely the oldest product in my collection that I currently own. I semi-ish recently, not really, probably like a year ago, I just got rid of a bunch of like Bare Minerals loose eyeshadows and that would have been my answer, but this is definitely the oldest product in my collection, like by far. It wasn't very long till I realized you don't really need to pay an absorbent amount of money to get a good product, so this was a lesson. But this is definitely gotta be the oldest thing in my collection currently. Number 2, what is your most recent makeup purchase? So my most recent makeup purchase is at Ulta, which I'll probably do a haul soon. This was my most recent makeup purchase right here. Yep, so those are all the things I purchased, and that was a $76 order, in case you're wondering. Number 3, what is the first makeup product you ever used? So I used to go into the bathroom and pull out my mom's like lip glosses and lipsticks and put them on and just like admire myself in the mirror, and I thought I was like the prettiest girl ever, and I would always wipe it off, and no matter how good I wiped it off or whatever, my mom would always be like, "Were you just in my lip gloss?" And I'd be like, "No." "Okay, yeah. I just loved it so much. Number 4, what is a makeup trend you used to love but now you hate? Oh my gosh, eyebrows. Like super carved, perfected, precise, dark eyebrows with like the super like non-existent pretty much front. I used to eat that shit up. I mean like eat it up. Go on Instagram, look at it all, admire it. I could never do it because it's not, I feel like it's not achievable unless you are an artist, but that was just my experience. Hey, I loved it and now I cannot stand it. What is a makeup trend you used to hate but now you love? Sheer natural foundation. Just like letting your skin peek through. I used to hate that. If it wasn't full coverage, I didn't want it. Even though it broke apart on my skin, I just wanted the full coverage glam beat that everybody else had. Now things have changed. Number 6, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? I think my favorite step is definitely eyeshadow. I don't do it every day, but I think it's just so fun to be able to create a look and just kind of transform and make your eyes pop. Eyeshadow is just one of those things that I feel like is so unique to each individual, and I personally just get a thrill out of doing my eyes. Number 7, what is a makeup product you can't live without? I agree with Allie's answer that I'm cheating. Mascara and brows. I'm fine with not wearing makeup as long as I have brows and mascara on. I'm good. Those are the 2 things that when I'm doing my makeup and I go to look and be like, because I usually do them at the end, so when I'm looking at my face I'm like, oh my gosh, they need done. My look just isn't complete without mascara and brows. Number 8, what sparked your love for makeup? I think for me, nobody I knew or like none of my friends had oily skin, and I struggled with acne a lot when I was younger, and just nobody I saw had the same issues I did, and I always wanted perfect skin, and I thought that by having like a flawless base, that was really what was going to, like, that was just going to make me feel more beautiful. And I don't think necessarily like that theory actually worked. because I still have not perfected my base, if I'm being like fully honest. So I just think that the idea of like perfect, airbrushed, poreless, flawless skin was so unachievable that I wanted to make it achievable. In high school, I was trying to find like the perfect foundation that would do everything that I was seeing like on TV, in magazines, just like in real life too. Like some people just had perfect skin naturally, and I wanted to achieve that with makeup. So that really like lit a fire under my ass. Number 9, what is the worst makeup look you've done? I have 2 answers for this. So one is like any middle school look. Honestly, I just don't know what the heck I was thinking. More like recently, within the last like 5 years, I did this look that I thought was just immaculate, and when I look at it now, I'm just like, what? This has to be my worst look. This was from 2 years ago, almost to the day. It was like, I don't know what I was trying to do, but I was trying to like make a gradient of a rainbow, and then I put like a bunch of hollow glitter, and I look at it and I just don't like it. It accentuated the texture on my eyelids. It was hard to take off. The lash looks wonky. The yellow on the under, I don't know what I was trying to do here. Like a rainbow sunshine look, I guess. I don't know. And then the hollow was supposed to be like all of the rainbow. Not a fan. It's not my favorite look. And that one was really hard to take off because I had a lot of glitter. A lot of these looks have never ever seen social media, so you're seeing some raw practice. At this point, I was trying to achieve like Instagram level eye looks, and again, not really achievable for me. Number 10, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? So I actually have like a few answers. So more recently, the look I did in my 15 Things I No Longer Buy, I used the Child palette from ColourPop. I've never really used pastel greens or like greens in general. I just don't really like working with them. And for some reason I did this day, and it just turned out so spectacularly beautiful. I really liked that look. And then also, along the lines of me trying to improve my artistry, this is my favorite look. This was from November of 2018. I know my lash is like popping in the inner corner. Don't mind that. This beautiful blue with like a hint of purple cut crease moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was stunning. I ended up only doing it on one eye because it took me so freaking long to do. I just decided to sit and play, and like blue eyeshadow was my inspiration. I think this was like right when I got the James Charles collection with Morphe, the palette and the brushes. This is so, this is like still today like one of my favorite like actual looks, not just like me doing my makeup. This one, beautiful. I want to recreate this sometime. I don't know about soon. I don't really remember exactly how I did it, but I would love to recreate this look. I might end up doing it next month. That'd be kind of cute. It's also, it like just has such Frozen vibes. Ugh, I love it. I love it. 10 out of 10. An amazing eyeshadow look, and I would love to recreate this one day. Number 11, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? Okay, so mine, I feel like would be no surprise to anybody, is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, but we all know Maybelline's not cruelty-free. But this e.l.f. Keep Your Curl Mascara, this is a freaking dupe. I'm calling it. I think I've been wearing it non-stop ever since I got it, and I tested out in the e.l.f. video. This is like a spot-on dupe. This has easily replaced Queen, so I don't have to worry about not having a cruelty-free mascara anymore, thank goodness. So yeah, this is like, obviously this would be like reign supreme, but the dupe. I love, love, love these. These are like my all-time favorite drugstore makeup ever. Number 12, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? This I got in an Ipsy bag, so it doesn't like 100% count, but it's my bronzer brush. It's like $35, which I think is, for me, like quite a bit of money for just one bronzer brush. But this is like my favorite thing. I will splurge on this again and buy myself 2 more of these in the near future. This is my favorite. Oh man, such Such a good product. Applies your bronzer so well. Doesn't leave it patchy. Doesn't mess with your foundation underneath. It's so soft. The shape is amazing. I love this brush. The other thing that, again, I didn't purchase this. I got this sent to me from Influencer. It's the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This is, oh man, if I lost this or ran out of this, I would probably go purchase it. Maybe not like right away, but I would go purchase this. It is so wonderful. I love this stuff. It's just so luxurious. You don't need a lot of product. A little bit goes a long way. It smooths everything. It smells really nice. It just feels like luxury skincare, even though it's like a first step to your makeup. This 100%, if I ran out of this, would go buy it easily. Lost it, got it stolen from me, whatever. I would go purchase this. Number 13, what is your most repurchased makeup product? I kind of put this in like a broad category, but brow pencils. I go through them so quickly, and they're just one of those things that I don't even think about, and I'm always purchasing. I constantly repurchase brow products. Like I couldn't think of anything else besides like mascara that I just constantly always repurchase. But it's definitely brow products. Any brow pencil, I'm buying it. Number 14, what is your earliest makeup memory? My mom is the light of my life. I love my mom. She's my best friend, and she's probably like my biggest inspiration for literally anything. But she's the type of woman who will not leave the house without her hair and makeup done, which is the complete opposite of what I am. I don't know like where I fell flat, I don't know, but my earliest makeup memory has to be every morning. I would always see my mom putting on her makeup from like this. She had like a small bag she'd stick on the counter and like her brushes, and then she also had what I call like the makeup archives. In the tall medicine cabinet, she had like extra makeup, and I would always like go through her extra makeup and like talk to her about it and ask her about it and try to wear it. And I think my earliest makeup memory is always watching my mom put her makeup on every single morning, regardless of what we were doing or where we were going. She had to be ready, and I love that. I love it so much. Number 15, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Ulta. Ulta's app, Ulta store, Ulta. And the fact that Ulta is coming to Target warms my heart. My two favorite places. Oh, I love it. I don't know. There's just something about Ulta. It's always warm and inviting. You have like the prestige side and the drugstore side. There's hair product and body stuff, self-tanner, skincare. You get a whole wide range. Oh, perfume. You get a whole wide range of everything you could possibly need beauty-wise, and I just think it's so convenient. The employees that work there are so nice all the time. They always ask you if you need help, or half the time they leave you alone, which is my preference. I really like Ulta. I think it's more warm and inviting than Sephora, and I just feel like I can get a lot more product for less money. So Ulta's been where I've been shopping, where I've been ordering from, even online. I adore Ulta. Number 16, what is the most underrated product you own? Speaking of Ulta, you guys know I don't ever shut the F up about this concealer. The Ulta Liquid Full Coverage Concealer. This is so freaking spectacular. Now this is not the reformulated version or repackaged version. I don't know if it's reformulated yet. I haven't really looked into it, but this is such a good concealer. I love it so much. Nobody ever really talks about it, which I'm like, girl, get on the Ulta concealer train, please. Like, oh, it's amazing. I love this stuff. I can't shut the fuck up. You guys know it. I love it. Number 17, what is the most overrated product you own? I might get hate for this. I kind of don't really care though. This Laura Mercier setting powder, I don't know if I got a bad one. I don't know if I just haven't tried it in a while, but I know that I don't love this. It's really yellow. It is finely milled, but I just don't find it to be worth the price. This was supposed to be some life-changing, pore-filling, skin blurring, fantastic, amazing powder, and I just don't find that to be the case. I will say I have not tried this in like over a year, so I might give this another shot, but I just don't really find it to be as wonderful as literally every other person that has tried this. So I don't know if it's literally just me or if I just didn't buy into the hype. Either way, I'm gonna try it again, but I just honestly think it's overrated. I think there are way better powders for a way better price. Number 18, what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? Need I say more? Need I say more? This is the ABH in Amrezy highlighter. It is upside down. Sorry. This highlighter? ABH and Amrezy? Like, what the fuck? What magic is in this that makes this so beautiful and stunning and buttery and smooth? Mine's a little rough because I like to drop it and dig my nail in on accident. I adore this highlighter. I do wish it was just like a smidge lighter because it is like almost too dark for my skin tone. And I also, like, I think I've said this before on my channel, I wish ABH would capitalize off of this freaking highlighter. Like, I wish they would just be like, okay, people love the Amrezy highlighter. Let's go ahead and make either single shades of like a whole range or a whole palette of a whole range with this formula. It doesn't necessarily have to be this big if you're going to do a palette like their already made highlighter palettes. Something like that with this formula, with this embossing. They need to do it. They need to do it. Like, stop messing around. Either bring this highlight back, make it a full, always there, not limited edition, or seriously, like, just bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Give the people what they want, Anastasia. Give the people what they want. It is this highlighter. I love this. I have a backup of one. Actually, when it came back the second time, I bought one backup and then I bought two more for two friends, and I literally instantly regretted giving it to both of them because I wanted it for myself, because if I ever don't have this, I might cry. But I mean, there are similar dupes out there to this shade, but this is just beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Bring it back. Bring it back. Number 19, where do you go for makeup inspiration? I've been pulling a lot of makeup inspiration from Instagram, specifically like the search. I think it's actually called the Explore page, but it's where the search bar is. I found this beautiful palette. Somebody reconstructed the Child palette from ColourPop, the Mint to Be, and Lilac You a Lot, and they made this like beautiful, I will pop a picture up, this beautiful mint, lavender, purple, pinky palette. I'm inspired. I want to go buy those two palettes and deconstruct my Child palette, even though I love that palette like on its own. It's amazing. I don't know what it is about the Explore page. It's just, a lot of people complain about it nowadays, but I've been finding like some really good stuff on there, and that's kind of like where I've been drawing my inspiration. And prior to Robbie D. Christie having her baby, I was pulling a lot of inspiration from her as well, because she makes like the most beautiful eye looks. I mean, she comes out with the most beautiful collections. She's amazing. I absolutely love her skill, so I pull a lot of inspiration from her as well. Number 20, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? Cash grab brands. Like, cash grab products, cash grab brands, all of just the things that brands make because they know they'll make money, not because it's a good product. I'm just tired of like gimmicky, cash grabby products that make you like want to buy it, but like you know you don't need it. I'm just tired of these cash grab products that just don't work, that just aren't good and aren't well thought out. Don't release it. Please don't release it. The last question, number 21, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? This isn't like makeup's future, it's more specifically Lunar Beauty, because I'm obsessed with their flaky shadows. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, or you do know what I'm talking about. It's these, like this one's in the newest collection. Like look. Stunning, okay? Stunning. Okay, this one's in Moonspell. It's the shade Prue. That one's kind of like translucent. Like it doesn't really have as much of a base as the silver one did. From Strawberry Dream, the shade Blue Diamond. This is like what sparked my love for them all. They're just like, here, I'll show you my fingers. Like, look at, it's so flaky and stunning and beautiful. And I want an entire freaking palette of these flaky shades, Manny. You have 1 year. I love these shades. They're so beautiful. They're just everything. Oh, like, look at how freaking stunning that is. I want a whole palette of this. A whole palette. A whole palette. Like this big. A whole palette. Every shade you can think of in one palette. Yes. That's my request. That's my one request. On a serious note, I want to see more brands being cruelty-free. I'm tired of seeing brands I love going from being cruelty-free to the gray area, or even possibly to not being cruelty-free. It happened so much in 2020, and the shady shit that went around from the brands going from being cruelty-free to not cruelty-free, I'm sick of it. I want to see more brands doing like what CoverGirl did and saying, we're not going to sell in mainland China. We're not going to test on animals. We are going to be cruelty-free because that's the new beauty standard. That's what I want to see this year. More brands becoming cruelty-free. That's what I want to see more of. Like, on a serious note, please. It's so important. Like, stop testing on animals. It's just not, it's not pretty. Like, it's so unnecessary in today's age. In 2021, we shouldn't be testing on animals for cosmetic purposes. Those were my answers to the 21 questions makeup tag. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to leave all my social medias linked right down below. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!